So if you're confused, I did completely change this art journal that I made in a previous video. This was the cover that I was using. I just was not anticipating how bulky it was gonna end up getting. I should know better by now because it's what I do. I like to bulk up my journals. Yeah, it was just getting way too big. I took out all of the signatures and completely reconstructed a brand new cover. I tried filming it, but it was late at night and the footage is just like really dark, and I don't think I'm gonna end up doing anything with that footage just because I don't really like it. But I'll try and quickly explain to you what I did. I took out all 3 signatures, made this new cover with some corrugated cardboard, and this is some faux leather pieces that I had on hand. I attached these 2 faux leather pieces to the corrugated cardboard, and then I attached this piece of fabric on the spine that I painted, and then just added a bunch of painty papers to the inside of the covers. And then initially I wasn't sure if I was going to rebind in the signatures, and I just really didn't feel like doing that. So all I did was just took some of this jute twine and tied them in. So all 3 of the signatures are actually removable. It really allows me to expand this journal and work in it a lot easier because, for one, I can kind of move the signatures around a little bit just to make them fit in this cover a little bit better. And also I can take the signatures out when I'm working in it if I want to. So yeah, anyway, I didn't know it was possible, but I think I love this one even more than the previous cover that I had. This is really pretty, but I don't know, I just love this. I love how thick it is, and it still has a little bit of room to expand, which is a good thing because I'm still working in this. I just kind of wanted to show you my process of working in this. It's a little bit different. Well, it's a lot different from my trashy junk journal because this is more of a creative space for all of the things that I just think are really pretty, pretty colors and textures, and more of a decorative journal. I don't have any definitive plans for what I'm going to do today, but I do have some pages that I want to work on. And how I work in this journal is not in a linear fashion. I kind of bounce around from page to page, work on one page one day, and then come back to it maybe another day and add some more things and just sort of jump around. Sometimes if I come up with an idea that I want to put in the journal but I don't have time, I'll just add a little post-it note so that way I can come back to it later and not forget about any ideas that I had. I made some painty papers the other day and I wanted to glue one to this page. I'll just do some pretty simple stuff just to kind of get warmed up here. And since this is a little magazine cutout of some seashells, I just thought that a really pretty kind of iridescent aqua color would look really cute on the opposite page. And maybe like this blue color. I'm gonna do this blue color. I don't have a ton of blue in this journal yet, so actually, I don't have anything on the other side, so I think I'll just wrap this sheet around. have any other plans for this page yet, so I'm just gonna move on. Something that I also wanted to do was I wanted to add some glitter to this page. This is just a plain sheet of tracing paper that I coffee dyed. And I kind of just want to keep it more plain, and this is a glitter Mod Podge. So I'm just gonna add a layer of this just for fun. All of this is just for fun. And Mod Podge doesn't take terribly long to dry, so I'm just gonna give this a couple minutes before I flip the page over. In the meantime though, I can start working on these tags that I wanted to make. I've been making these really cute shaker tags. Here, let me show you actually some of these other ones that I made as well. Where are they? Here's the one. And then here's also another one that I made. So they're not like super shakery or anything, but just a fun little interactive element. So I kind of wanted to make another one. I don't know if this is gonna work out, but we're gonna give it a try. I thought it'd be cute if I sort of made the shaker in the shape of this butterfly here. So first I'm just gonna make a little messy tag out of this packaging. Kind of just want it to be a little bit more messy like that and layered. So I'm just gonna go in with this distress ink just to kind of make the edges a little bit more pronounced. And then I'm going to take this white paint pen to kind of draw out the general shape of the butterfly. And I'm going to cut outside of this white line because I don't care if the white line is there, and I do want to make sure that this piece is quite a bit bigger than the image. And I'm going to take this over to my sewing machine and just sew around half of it just to attach it, but I want to leave it open so that way I can put some sequins in it. So now I have this little opening that I can slip in my sequins. And because it's such a small, tight area, that it's not gonna shake around too much, but it still looks pretty, and it's just a cool, fun, textural element. I'm just gonna go ahead and sew up this opening. And then maybe I'll take out some of these words. So cute. I love these so much. I don't know, maybe I'll put this one on this page because I didn't even really plan on that, but it's right next to this cute little butterfly envelope, or I could put it inside the envelope. No, but I don't want it to be hidden because it's so pretty, so I think I want to keep it out. Maybe I'll just end up keeping it right here just like that, but that'll be where it sits for now. And then I have these other tags. I'm not really sure what to do with this one, but I had a page that I want to put this one on. I don't remember where oh, here it is. Kind of wanted to put this one here with the other stars, but I just painted this one plain black, so something has to happen with this. I've been journaling with a lot more black lately. Not tons of it, but I don't know, I think it's because I've been super drawn to celestial elements like stars and swirls, anything cosmic. I don't know, but for now I think I'm just gonna put this in here until I think of what I want to do with this page. Actually, I had sewn this piece of corrugated cardboard that I painted, and then this is just some seam binding, and I sewed it on top of the cardboard, and I think I just want to like staple this to the edge of the page. I actually just thought of a place that I would rather put this, and I remember that I had this little ruffled tulle belly band, so I want to stick that right in there because I think that looks really cute there. Still have to put something on this page, but I'm not exactly sure what I want to put there yet. I might just write like a quote there or something. Let's see where I can put this one for now. There's like a lot of pages right in this chunk here that I haven't done anything with yet. And back here. I'm just gonna clip this on here for now. A lot of blank space back here, so I think I'm gonna work back here and start filling in this area. And luckily, now that this is removable, I'm gonna take this out because it's gonna be so much easier for me to work in. I found this really pretty gel plate print that I think I want to use on this page. I think I just want to cut this up and glue this to the entire page, and then let me just do that first and then I'll show you what I'm thinking. I'm just gonna go around the edges of this page with some of this Distress Oxide. I made this really cool print the other day. So the print that you can see in the flowers, that was the jelly print, and then I sort of doodled these little messy flowers and then I painted around it, and I kind of want to do that same thing here. I have these new acrylic markers that were actually very kindly sent to me. This isn't sponsored or anything. Asked me to share my opinion on them. So I was gonna do a whole separate video using these for something else. I wanted to use some now to kind of outline my flowers. I think I'm just gonna use pink. I want to draw them kind of big so that way you can see lots of that background. And I am really liking these so far. They seem to have really good opacity. I kind of think I want to go around with this color, or maybe I have this iridescent color and it's actually very sheer, so I think I'm going to use this because then you'll still be able to kind of see the background a little bit. Actually, you know what? I think this color is too similar to this one, so I don't think it's gonna make the flowers pop. So I think I want to use this green color. I think that's gonna be really pretty. I'm really trying to step out of my comfort zone and practice doodling and drawing a lot more and just trying different kinds of techniques. I know this isn't anything to go right home about, but to me it just is so pretty, and it's just, you know, it's just fun to play around. So I have these two little scrap pieces of vellum, and I thought they would be really cute to make some clear tags with. I could use some of this leftover jelly print to maybe make some pockets, and then I could stick the clear tags in the pockets. maybe I would just put them like this or like that. I think I am gonna back these with some more paper because they are quite flimsy. They're just copy paper and I don't want them to tear. I think maybe I'll back them with this piece of file folder. I have these little deckled edge scissors, so I think I'm gonna use these just for fun. I'm gonna muck up these edges a little bit. Little thumb notch. So I'm just gonna clip off the corners to give them that little tag shape. Oh, turned out pretty good. It's probably hard for you to see these. I'm gonna write on them with these acrylic markers. Just trying to decide what color I wanna use. I wanna go with one of these blue colors maybe. Actually, if I did orange, it would tie in some of this orange in the jelly print, or yellow. First, I just wanna, I think, just kind of go around the edges and outline them. I have this gold paint marker. This is from a different brand. This is just a really cheap brand that I got off Amazon. I think I'm just gonna write some words. These are, I think, my 2 words of the year. So for the last few years have been choosing a theme for my year that resonates, and these are the ones that I came up with. I think I want to do a little eyelet at the top. And they turned out cute. I think I'm just gonna, I was debating on if I was gonna add something else to it, like maybe some glitter or something. I always add glitter to everything, but I think I'm just gonna leave them like that for now. I try to not sit and think about things for too long. I will just kind of let things be, and then I can come back to it later if I think about it or if I decide I want to add something. So I just kind of bounce around. So again, this video is not at all sponsored. I have no affiliation with this company, but being in integrity, I did want to just take a quick minute to give the time and space for an honest review, since this company was so extremely kind to send me these markers in exchange for my sincere thoughts. So here goes. I truly have nothing negative to say about these markers. They're very pigmented. They have a beautifully wide range of colors, and I really love the flexible felt tip that makes it really easy to write script and doodle freely. The only thing that I will say is that, you know, and this goes with most paint markers, I feel like the lighter the color, the less opaque it is on a darker sheet of paper. That's it, not a big deal. The price point is pretty reasonable, being not the cheapest markers I own and significantly less expensive than the higher end brands like Posca. That is all. So I think I'm gonna call it on working on this journal for today. I'm not really sure how much footage this is gonna end up being. So thank you so much for joining me for another journal with me video. I hope it was enjoyable and you got some fun ideas for your own journal. Let me know if you have any questions. As always, I am sending you so much love and big hugs, and I'll see you soon in another video. Bye.